Hello everybody and welcome to my channel. My name is Jake and that's why this channel is called Shade Tree Jake. I'm just your simple Midwestern boy that likes to tinker with things, a little bit of a gearhead at heart. And you know, I just always find that nothing is ever quite perfect for me. I can always do something to make it better. I've yet to find something where I've said out of the box, that's perfect. I can't see any improvements to that. And there's nothing that I can do to make it better. Now, sometimes my skills aren't there, but I always give it the old college try. So, myself, a little bit about myself. Like I said, Midwest from Illinois. Went to college to be an engineer. Now, definitely none of the stuff I'm going to do on this channel came directly from college. I'm a tinkerer, I'm a gearhead at heart. That's how I was raised. That's how I like to do things. What I got right here, this is probably why you're here on the channel. It's my 1992 Geo Tracker. I've owned it for about a year now. Bought it from a family friend. I'm third owner. Had 33,000 original miles on it when I got this baby. Little rough around the edges. Got some Midwestern rot going on in some places, but otherwise not too shabby. Floorboards need replacing. We'll get to that. Plan on, my goal is to kind of keep some of the original charm. Not to go completely off-road, but I want to be able to take it off-road. Have a little fun, cruise the town. Go to a car show here or there with it. Be like, hey, I haven't seen one of those in like 20 years. Yep, that's my baby. So, I've already done a few projects over it out of necessity over the past year, but basically I've just been enjoying it for what it is, the simplistic nature of this little baby Jeep here. But we can make it better, and that's what we're going to do here over the next, I don't know, dozen or so episodes. Maybe give a little lift, some bigger tires, redo the exhaust, get it dirty, clean up, replace some floorboards. Basic things, some maintenance. It's leaking oil out of the valve cover gasket. Heck, I haven't even changed the oil yet since I've owned it. Do a few of those little things, get it tip-top shape, up and running. And who knows, maybe have some fun along the way. Take it some off-road, do mudding, have fun. So why don't I show you guys some of the things I've done to it already since I've owned it that I didn't get a chance to record all of. And we'll just do a quick overview of those now. Alright, let's wander outside. So, what we've got here is my daily driver, 2013 Civic Si. This is kind of my upgrade from the old car. I do autocross with it. Really, otherwise, kind of just keeping it stock, enjoying the car for just what it is right now. Now, this is the car I started with. 2007 Civic EX, 5-speed, of course. It's got better brake pad upgrade, Coney struts. It's got springs off an SI. It's got the axle back from an SI, give a little nicer tone. K&N drop-in filter. So it was fun, something to start with. Kind of my first Civic. It was such a steal. I couldn't pass it up for what I got it in. I got it literally. It was traded in one day. I got it the next, and they gave it to me for trade-in cost. It was an amazing deal. So she's got 220,000 miles on the clock right now, so it's got some miles on it, but this thing will keep running forever. My daughter drives it now with the sway bars, the E-Box sway bars, the springs, the Coneys, everything. She hasn't luckily crashed it yet, so it's fun to drive, fun little toy. And then going back inside, we'll look at the Mr. Mom Mobile.
What we have here is a 2016 Dodge Grand Caravan RT. Nothing fancy. You know, sprung for the RT package. It's just got the basic stuff that we needed. You know, Dodge Grand Caravans. Has a reliable engine, not transmission, obviously. But it's got the towing capacity that I need, and it hauls all the kids and friends and stuff. You can use it like a pickup truck, fold all the seats down. And they're common enough that, you know, parts are easy to get. So I chose to go with this over the Pacifica just for cost and simplicity. So it's not bad. It's like a belly button. Everyone's got one. Of course, got the tow hitch on it. Factory towing kit, so I can, you know, pull the Tracker, pull the Civic maybe to a track day. As of right now, the Civics have just done autocross duty. And rallycross. I did rally with the black Civic. So never any track days yet. So hopefully we'll get one in the books. So let's go more over what I've done to the Tracker so far that I didn't videotape. First, we'll start in here with the stereo. This stereo was in here originally, but it was just kind of floating around. So I took this panel off, cut out a piece of wood to fit it in there nice. It's going to leave room for a CB down below, so I communicate with all the other off-roaders. You know, got to have a way of communication. The next thing I did, after I got some tunes going, is I put on a header. Now, I don't really think this adds much for horsepower, but the necessity was that the stock two-piece cast iron manifold, it was leaking really bad between the top two pieces. It actually looked like it had rusted out, or somebody had tried weld repairing it and just hadn't done a very good job. And there was no way of making those two seal without welding them together. And welding cast iron just isn't that easy. So for $100 and some bucks, I got an Amazon header. It's not too bad. It's stainless. I went through about 2 or 3 of them, returning them, because they all had pinholes in where the collector is welded on. And I'll throw some pictures up of that. And a picture of the one that I went with that was really cheap and overall wasn't bad. I ended up just tack welding over that little pinhole that I found. But they all seem to pretty much have that same pinhole in the... so they all seem to have the same pinhole in the collector. So, and I'm just noticing... it looks like I am missing 2 engine mount bolts. Those might be important. I'm thinking there's probably 2 bolts that are supposed to go right there. Huh. Well, yeah, we'll find something to go in there. We'll make it right. Of course, I had to do the brakes and the fuel pump. Actually, that's when I got it. I picked it up. It wasn't running because it wasn't getting fuel. It'd run good on ether for a while, but couldn't get it home that way. Couldn't drive around town on ether. So dropped the tank. Of course, broke the rear cross member, so I had to fix that. Replaced new intake pump. That was a little more challenging than I thought it should have been. You know, the Amazon ones weren't direct drop-ins. I had to use the stock holder, basically sending unit, and just replace the actual pump itself. The ones I bought were the entire sending unit. Just didn't quite fit exactly right. And the brakes, it'd been sitting for a long time. The brakes were really bad shape. I ended up having to replace the calipers, front rotors, and you know, new pads too. Back ones could probably still use a little help, but you know, they don't do a whole lot, and you know, they're drum brakes. No one enjoys doing drum brakes, so we'll get to those eventually. But that's basically most of what I've done to this thing so far, other than throw some air in the tires. Heck, the battery even still had a good charge after all these years.
So, you know, basically, this is just kind of an intro, and we'll see where we get on the rest of the project for the tracker. And we'll do other projects too along the way. There's always little something I'm tinkering about around in the house, something I'm making a little better. We'll throw some of those videos in along the way just to kind of pepper them in there. You know, keep it new, keep it refreshing. Honestly, I don't have a ton of time to work on this thing. Dad of 3 girls, you know, active in sports, and they're in high school and junior high. And so, you know, as time comes, I'll try. Battery died on the old GoPro there. I had to go plug her in. So where was I at? Yes. All right. So active kids, don't have a ton of time. Basically, I'll try to keep the videos uploading as quickly as possible. My goal is, you know, a new video every 2 weeks. We'll see how that goes from there. But definitely like, subscribe, post some comments below if you've got a similar project like this. You know, or you like doing stuff I'm doing, or hey, maybe I'm doing something wrong and you've got a better way of doing it. Hey, I'm all ears. I'm all about learning and learning from my mistakes, and by all means, I am not an expert at this. I don't think it has to be said when you see some of these videos. Don't try this at home, but definitely know what your ability is to do something safe, and don't go beyond that. So, for now, hey, thanks for watching, and look forward to some more videos coming up soon. See you guys.